many of us were very upset about how the meeting was run, and that it was not run in accordance with the rules. So I sent him an email saying that I was very sorry to read. Naomi had sent out an email that was then forwarded by H. Brown, which I read. She was very upset about how things were handled, and I agreed with her. And I think that, that's what we have to do the revote today. I don't think any committee member nor the public wants to be in misstep with the rules that govern this committee, and I am fully supportive of those. I deeply, deeply regret those 5 words that I wrote in my email that said, with a Northern European heritage, I tend to be a good organizer and planner. By no means did I intend to hurt anyone's feelings or imply that anyone with any other kind of background wouldn't be equally or better than I in terms of organizing and planning meetings. Email is a wonderful communication tool, and it can be very dangerous because things can be misread and taken out of context. The people who know me, they know what that comment means, is that my mother, who is Swedish, is someone who buys her plane tickets 12 months in advance, and I'm very much like her. I'm someone who organizes and plans. I'm that person in my group of friends, I'm that person in my office, I'm the one who's just always trying to be the planner and organizer. But I would like to apologize to the people in the committee, members of the public who are present and who are not present for my words. I unfortunately can't take them back. I wish I could, but I take full ownership for what I said. I meant no malintent. I think it's incredibly important that we have people who are on the committee who are connected with the community in a way that I know because of my day-to-day life, I am not in the same way. And so I'm very pleased that we have Mira and Kathy who are dealing with the patients on a day-to-day basis present. But I just want to take the opportunity to really apologize. And for those of you who don't know me, I am easily accessible. If I say or do or write anything that rubs you wrong in any way possible, I am always open for communication. Please call me, please email me, send a carrier pigeon, anything. Tell me, you know what, that really bothered me, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you about it. I really am. So again, I'm sorry. I'm glad you're operating now in accordance with the rules. The public has a chance to comment. And if I am elected, that will remain absolutely true, that the public is an integral part of this process, and I will respect that with every fiber of my being.
Thank you, Mrs.
I just wanted to say the reason that I was interested in being a vice chair was because of the perspective that I take with the oversight committee and the legislation. Number one, I want to let people know that yes, I am HIV. Yes, I live in the Tenderloin. Yes, I get my medicine out of MCDs and support the MCD movement strongly. However, what excited me about the Oversight Committee and excited me about this legislation is that it was crossover. It was about all arrests for pot. And I'm talking about people who do not go through the MCD, but those who recreate too. And that's what it speaks to. And that's the power of this, besides how it mixes in with the medical cannabis movement, how it moves the whole program forward, moves the whole issue forward. And that's why I thought I would like to be in a vice chair position so that I can offer my skills to support the chair and the committee, but also keep that point of view in mind as we move it forward, because the folks who are not here today, they recreate folks. They don't necessarily, even though they don't realize they're getting benefit also from a medical benefit that they may not realize. But, so any case, that I just want to put that forward, that there is a second perspective here that is the embrace of the whole legislation and what's going on today.
Any other comments from the approval? Okay, let's open elections for, or not open, but vote on the nomination of Mira Ingram. All in favor of, how do we do it? All in favor of Mira Ingram as a chair. We'll get to whether it's vice chair, coach, or whatever. All in favor of Mira Ingram as a chair.
Everybody raise your hand.
All right, so we have Kathy, Aline, and Mira, that's 3 votes. And then do I do all opposed? All opposed?
Should we
You have to oppose.
I don't know, I think that's not opposed, all votes in favor.
Okay, just what I'm asking. All right, all in favor of Camilla Fields as chair? Raise your hand. Okay, we have Pat, Richard, Michael, and Camilla. All in favor of Michael as a chair? Raise your hand.
Oh, no,
Can you
vice
vote
chair.
for yourself?
Kind of
Kind of chair.
I kind of chair.
We have 4 votes, Michael, Camilla, Richard.
Can we vote more than one sometimes?
Of course, because there's 2 chair positions.
Okay,
At
okay.
least.
Oh, so we're voting for,
I think that's what we're doing. Is that
what do you
okay?
have, 3 chair positions, and I think.
Two chair
positions, right.
Out of
And then
3
decide
candidates.
if they're, right, okay.
Is that- Are we all understanding? Does anyone want to change their vote for the last round or any round?
No, I
Because of that? Okay, all in favor of Michael as a chair?
I think it's...
All right, we have Michael, Camilla, Richard, Pat, and Lynn. Okay, so if you have Michael and Camilla are the 2 highest vote getters.
Educator.
With Michael getting 5 and Camilla getting 4. So those are 2 of our chairs. I guess we'll get to whether they're chairs or vice chairs in a second. And I'm going to let the 2 of you figure out who's facilitating the rest of the meeting until we actually get, and you can co-facilitate it, see how that feels for a second.
I will try my best.
Thanks for
Sorry,
reading
for the
that.
record,
Try my best.
I requested that Michael do it because he is more.
I don't know about that, but we'll try. Let's go to consideration of bylaws, because perhaps we can sort out this situation. And folks, we actually have only about 12 more minutes on.
Chair, Vice Chair.
Can I just ask beforehand,
Number 5
time?
is not happening.
Yeah,
Right, I saw that.
Whatever.
How are the time constraints for folks here on the committee? Can we run over maybe 10 minutes if necessary?
Yeah, yeah, 10 minutes, I have a patient.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, over.
Yes, 11:30.
Okay, is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
you're gonna have to be.
so we're on item number 4, which is consideration of committee bylaws. The committee's had a chance to look them over. I think, if I can start out, I think that's probably the issue that we want to discuss the most right now happens to do with the, whether we're going to do chair or vice chair or co-chairs. And I'll open up conversation right now for the discussion for that.
Well, in my experience with really small committees, having co-chairs is kind of unwieldy. That there's a lot of, and especially with the business members too, you know, that there's just a lot of duplication of effort. If 2 people always have to be involved in setting the agenda, I mean, it gets really, really time consuming to have co-chairs in a particularly small group. So I would really vote that we have chair and vice chair, with the vice chair, you know, acting as a substitute, not as a co.
I second that.